Alright, what's up with the YouTube family? Back again with another video. So listen, man, I just want to start it out by saying I appreciate all of y'all that's been hitting the like button on these videos, commenting, doing whatever you do. I appreciate that. I just want to let y'all know that. And if you're new here or if you've been rocking with the channel, hit the like button for me, man. I'm dropping consistent content back to back to back, bringing y'all all type of different stories from A to Z. And that's all I ask for y'all to do is just hit the like button for me. Anyways, man, squash all that. And I'm only talking to my supporters when I say that, so it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get into the subject at hand. Alright, so one of my supporters hit me up, right? And she said that this girl caught her boyfriend cheating, and she told everybody to tag the Shade Room into the video, but they didn't pick up the story. And she asked me, can I do a video over the story? Now listen, I'ma do it. But yeah, man, y'all already know how I'm gonna be when I do it, so it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I feel about this during the video and after the video. If you don't want to hear me talking at any point in time during this video that's on my channel, all you gotta do is just get up off of here, go find it somewhere if you can find it. If you can't, that's on you. I really don't give a damn about you know it, so it is what it is. But I'm only talking to the people that don't want to hear me talking. To my supporters, y'all already know I'm not talking to y'all when I say that. All I want y'all to do is hit the like button for me, tell me what y'all feel about everything in the comment section, and add out my social medias as well if y'all want to add those. Let's go ahead and get into this and see what the hell going on though.
Don't judge me. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
No, tell the truth. You went to go buy some and she took whatever you had. And now the police is here, so you have to deal with that. I'm not gonna be out.
Some pussy. She jugged me. She robbed me. I called my wife.
Hold up. This vehicle.
Hold on. Hell nah. You didn't tell. I'm glad you didn't tell me this. Now I would have went into this with a whole nother demeanor. Man, you out here trying to buy some cat and done got drugged and robbed, boy. You tripping, and you got a woman right there, and you going to pay for it? This shit crazy. This crazy. Cuz out there talking for the store slobbery. Now it's not funny that he got drugged though. That shit ain't. I don't like that at all. But I mean, look what you doing, bro. What can you expect, man? It's crazy. Let's throw this back over. I wasn't expecting nothing like that. I just thought Cuz got caught cheating. He trying to buy some cat and everything.
Don't judge me. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
No, tell the truth. You went to go buy some and she took whatever you had. And now the police is here, so you have to deal with that. I'm not gonna be out.
Some pussy. She jugged me. She robbed me. I called my wife early.
No, you called me to come to this vehicle. You called me to help nothing. I ain't helping nothing, baby. I come to get the car.
Ooh, she telling the truth. He like, God damn.
No, she took it. She took his wallet.
She took everything from me, my money, everything.
He tried to and he went to sleep and she took his stuff, so.
The law laughing too.
So she called.
Yeah, because he went and knocked on the door. We ain't knocking nothing.
She literally robbed me. I don't even know what happened. I literally wake up and I call my wife for help.
No, you called him to come get the car. Stop lying. Robert asking for this officer.
You drinking or doing something else tonight?
Yes.
I was drinking a little, me and her.
Hey,
I wake up.
and he full of them gas station pills. he full of them gas station pills. He done drunk him some goddamn MD-40, some Taylor Port wine. He done got lit. He done did something he ain't had no business doing. And then she done hit him with something too, boy. He full of that dope. He done made a little concoction. Hey, I ain't got no sympathy for people out here doing weird ass shit like this. But at the same time, man, you know, I don't like the fact that they did that to him in that room. Let's get back into this. He full of them damn pills. What they call the rhinos? Let's get back into it.
My wallet was gone. My money was gone. Everything was gone. If you check in her own friend, you'll probably see some stuff. I literally don't know what happened.
The law done bought some too. Look at her.
See what she says.
See, karma for that ass.
How long are you down here?
Because
How long are you down here?
I know that ain't it.
I wake up.
But you're lying. You're lying because she just said she maced you. So obviously you was fighting her for or
And
something.
then I heard her just say something about she trying to close the door and you pushed the door.
I honestly don't know what happened. I was so
No, look at the police.
fucked up.
But
This
you know
is
you got
mad.
this,
What's going on?
I don't know. That's not my person. I'm with the officer. I can't stop you from going down. So what, is you on drugs or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Judge, babe. Why would the hell I be in judge? Why you videoing me?
Because I can, because it's funny.
You have a wall on you?
Yeah.
You have a wall on you?
Okay,
You need a wall.
Okay. So it says final report in the video about to be over. Y'all know damn well I cannot leave a video like this. I got to go do some investigation. I got to go see what I can find about this situation. And when I figure out everything I need to find out, I'm going to come right back on her. Y'all don't know this, but it's going to take me some time to put this shit together. So give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to find her information so I can post it too. And yeah, man, we're going to get back into this. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, man. All right, so look, man. This done took me like 30 minutes, bro. Down there 45 to get these videos, put them together, and try to figure out what the hell going on. So this basically been a whole series of things happening. And yeah, man. It's some crazy stuff that I did see. I didn't get to watch all of it in totality because I'm trying to hear me get this video done, and this light turned my ass up that I'm in front of. So I said, let me go ahead and download them real quick and get into it. I'm going to have her information in the video somewhere pretty soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. And she got some more entertaining stuff on her channel and stuff like that too as well. So yeah, we're going to talk about all that in a minute. But let's go ahead and get back into the subject matter. Man, this right here been so, there's so much stuff going on with this. Let's get back into it though.
You told me that she took your wallet.
You said this is public.
I don't even know what's going on right now. I just come to get the vehicle. I'm about to roll out. Empty your pockets.
Let me just clear your wallet for me. There we go.
Jamaica, you was the best person I ever had in my life, and I really fucked up trying to just, you know,
Buy some cat.
fucking around.
Right.
And I'm really sorry, babe.
Right.
I'm really sorry.
Right. So what you call me up here for? Tell people what you call me up here for.
I called you up here because, you know, I was trying to fuck around.
You was trying to get some.
He was
right?
scared,
You was
shit.
trying to get some the girl. She got out on you, right?
That's right.
His life started flashing before his
I
eyes.
have my wife and I have my kids, and I really
But you been whooping my ass. Why you whoop her ass? Why you whoop my ass?
prepare.
Oh,
Yeah, why you
shit.
put your hands on me? Why you put your hands on her?
What do you mean?
Why you let her walk about the room with your stuff?
Nigga.
With your wallet and everything. I need to go to the airport.
No,
You don't even have nothing.
she fucking jumped me or she jugged me or something.
What was you gonna do?
I don't even know. That's why I called you. I need your help, please.
I can't do nothing.
Please.
I can't do nothing. I'm about to get in the car and go home.
You can't even wait on me.
There's nothing I can do. She ain't gonna open the door. There's nothing I can do. I can't fix your mistake.
Let me go to the front door or something.
I know you should have been through that.
I've been.
You trying to get pussy, and the bitch ugly as hell, and you paying for pussy. That's
I've been to
sad.
jail.
Now,
It was so hard.
now she about to dig in your pockets.
It was so hard down there. It was so fucking hard.
Okay, so what else you guys say?
I really love you.
Okay.
I don't want to lose you.
Oh shit.
Just give me a second chance.
No.
Damn, she said no.
Alright, you ready? Alright, we out.
Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap up the part 2 because, or I'm gonna give you guys a story time, I guess, because I see a lot of comments are asking for that. So if you haven't already, go on my page and watch the video when I'm talking about Miami trips with the crack phone screen so you can get a little bit better context of the situation. So once you're done with that, come back to this. But yeah, so me and him after that trip decided that we wanted to work stuff out, even though I should have gotten a PFA that time around, but I didn't. Obviously,
Okay.
with the kid.
A PFA, I think that's protection from another individual or some shit like that. And she did say something about cuz whooping on her a while ago too as well. So yeah, okay, I just gotta break that down so we know what the hell going on. Let's get back into it. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I had to put together with this shit. So I hope I got everything in order. So I hope I got everything. In order. Let's get back into it.
Yet again, as a dummy. And long story short, he ended up going back to Florida to visit his sister supposedly for about 3 days. This all happened around October 1st. So this happened like about 2 weeks ago. Whenever this happened, he stayed there, and I didn't mind because my intentions when I came back from Florida after all that mess had happened, my intentions were to just, I guess kind of use him in a way, as far as like continue working like nothing's happening, continue saving my money like nothing's happening, and then when my lease was up next year in March or April, I was just going to like move while he's at work, like move out and let him come home to like an empty apartment. But I couldn't take it no more, and I'm gonna say y'all why. So when he comes back from Florida from his 2 or 3 day trip, he ended up being really upset with me because I didn't text him the whole time he was there. I didn't text him, I didn't call him or anything, just because we were kind of like still butting heads. And I just enjoyed my space. I enjoyed my peace. Like I had that time to really reflect and think, because like I'm normally with him every day. So that time when we were separated, I really had to think like, okay, Jamaica, what do you want to do? What is the next steps for you to get what you need out of the relationship, and before it's done. So he came home drunk from the airport, long story short, was attacking me, trying to grab my phone out of my hand to see who I was texting, which was my best friend, which is a girl. As I said, I still had them 44-inch locks in that I had from the trip, so it was like pulling me out the bed by my hair. He poured hot tea on me that he had just boiled, and a whole bunch of other shit. So that right there, it was the breaking point. I mean, I should have had plenty more breaking points in a relationship, but unless you've been in a domestic violence relationship, you know, if you have been in one, you would know that sometimes it'd be the most randomest thing that can cause you to be like, okay, I'm done. And it takes a lot sometimes, so please don't come in here judging. Unless you've been in my shoes, you really will not understand. So once he did that, I just made my mind like that same night. I was just like, you know what, I can't be with him no more. I gotta get away from him. He's not going to leave voluntarily. I have to get a PFA. Alright, so like I was saying, so at this point, he's just being physically and verbally abusive. Some of the stuff that he's saying to me is like calling me a bum, which I don't know how, because I make more than him. I make almost double than him. And he's calling me a bum. He's just saying stuff like he hope the kids don't grow up and be like me, my daughters, which I don't understand what could be so wrong about me, because all I do is work. I don't go out. I don't smoke. I don't really drink. Like, I just be chilling. So he's just trying to do everything to kind of bring me down, saying that he's ready to be a bachelor. He can go fuck other girls and all this other stuff. And this one wondering out the other, because at this point, like, I don't know, like, my mind just zoned out. So that night while he went to sleep, he talked all his crap to me that he wanted to in my face and all that. And then he went to sleep. So when he went to sleep, I ended up switching the keys on the key ring with some old keys that we had from somewhere else we were living, and I put all the keys on my key ring. So he goes to work the next day, nothing happens, you know. And when he does that, I end up calling my best friend. She comes over, watches my children, and I go downtown to the courthouse to get an emergency PFA, because by this time it was like a Friday, and I had got there a little bit late to go to get the temporary one, because there's two. There's an emergency one that lasts for like 24 hours, and then there's another one that lasts for 10 days. So I went to go get the emergency one, and they ended up serving him at his job. He was a security guard at a hospital. They served him, and he called me maybe about 1 in the morning, because he got served around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and he called me about 1 in the morning. He's blowing up my phone. He called me over like 50 to 100 times between WhatsApp and between my regular phone. So I'm not answering or whatever, you know, I'm being strong, not answering, and he's texting, calling, all that good stuff. So the next day is Saturday. Now me and him work the same shift, which in turn I work Saturdays. So he's supposed to be at work also. So I didn't know he had got fired until recently, but so he ends up bringing some flowers to my front door, because he knows Saturdays are my wash days. It's slow for me. I work from home. So it's slow for me. So I kind of wash clothes and like do chores in between calls. And so he knows it's my wash day. So I open the door, see the flowers, and I don't think nothing of it. I thought he had them delivered. So I just go and put them on the table, and I'm like, okay, I need to go downstairs and get my stuff out the dryer. And I'm on the 3rd floor of my apartment. I go downstairs to the basement. Whenever I get downstairs to the basement, I smell cigarette smoke as soon as I get to the last step. So I know it's him. So I turn around, I run, and I'm a big girl. Like, you know, I'm running back up all these fucking steps trying to get away from him. So luckily I was thinking, and I didn't run to my apartment on the 3rd floor. I ran to the front entrance door, like the apartment entrance door. So like if he does something to me, people can see basically. Alright, part 3, y'all. So what I also forgot to mention is that after I ended up getting him served with the PFA on Friday, me and my best friend came back to the house to help me pack up his stuff, and me and him shared a closet, and I was pulling down his folded clothing, and that's when I found another phone, and that's when I also found like a red fanny pack. So I opened the fanny pack, and up in the fanny pack is a balled up paper from the clinic saying that he's diagnosed with chlamydia, gonorrhea, and trich. I found the blue pills that was given to him. They prescribed him 20 pills. 19 were in the bag, so it looks like he only took one, which is probably in front of the doctor when they first give you the medicine. And I found some penis hardening spray, like the spray you spray on the tip of your penis. And then
say, cuz a freaky fucker, ain't he? Oh shit, man. Hey, cuz a freaky fucker, man. He on the goddamn rhino pills. That's what's wrong with him here. He done took the goddamn prescription medications. Smoking on whatever the hell he was smoking on. Gas station pills. Then she hit him with some drugs. Boy, he was going through hell, ain't it? But yeah, hey, if you run across this video, I'm sorry that you had to go through all that, man. The cuz just whooping on you and all that old weird ass shit. You know, and yeah, man, nobody should have to go through none of that. If you're going through DV right now, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence, anything like that, please try to find your way up out of these situations, because it could end in you losing your life. You know what I'm saying? You'll lose your life. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it, though. That shit caught me out going, boy, he going through a whole bunch of shit. Boy, I need to sit his ass down somewhere.
The phone, I found a whole bunch of girls from his job that he was texting.
Just
most of them were like, asking him for money. He was telling them how he had crushes on them. He was asking someone to be his girl. He was telling them that they looked like they got good cat. They was just all types of stuff. But he was definitely putting himself out there as if he were single. So of course, naturally, even though at the PFM, I'm like hurt because one, it's like, bro, you got an STD and you didn't even care about yourself to even take the pills for yourself. Like, and then me and you obviously have had intercourse since then, and it's just not fair to me. I didn't choose that. If I want to be burning, I can go on a dating website and be a slut and find somebody and just do what I want to do. If that's what I wanted for myself, it's not what I want for myself. So, alright, I just kept packing. I never said nothing to him. I didn't let my emotions make me contact him at all, because honestly, when I saw that, I wanted to like unblock him and talk to him and cuss him out. So I also ended up clearing out the bank account. What was left of our joint account, I put it in my Cash App and transferred it over to my private bank. And he saw it and he ended up texting me and cussing me out because of that also. But alright, so fast forward back to Saturday. So Saturday, after he's chasing me up the steps, we go to the front of the apartment building, and he's like grabbing at my face, trying to pull my piercings out and trying to like corner me, make me talk to him. So I was like trying to fight him back, and honestly, I could fight. The reason why, and I'm laughing about it now, but the reason why he be getting the best of me is because I be holding onto my phone, because he broke my phone in Florida, and that's what he likes to do. He likes to break phones, and I don't have no money for a new phone, and all my information, like for me to even call someone for safety, is in my phone. So I began yelling out in the apartment for the neighbors to come out, and I ended up calling the police. And like while I'm on the phone with the police, he's like snatching the phone out my hand or whatever, and he's making me hang up on him, like because he's grabbing it, and they're calling me back. So they ended up coming within 2 minutes, but they weren't fast enough. He ended up running out the building. Alright, so part 4. So after the police came, they ended up issuing a warrant out for his arrest for breaching the PFA contract, as well as for simple assault, because my face was all scratched up and bloody. So after that happened, he's still calling me. Even after the police left, he's like calling off all these numbers and stuff and begging me not to go to get the PFA extended, which was supposed to happen Monday, because the PFA that I had currently was only for an emergency. I had to get the temporary one that lasts for 10 days until they give me a court date. So he's begging me not to. Obviously, I went. The police ended up making him turn himself in. He only stayed in jail for a few hours because they let him out on an unsecured bond, which is a bond where you just sign your name and you go. He doesn't have to put anything up, like a car or anything, or no money or anything. Which I feel like that was really unfair, but hey. So Friday that just passed, somebody's blowing up my phone. I'm sleeping around 1 o'clock in the morning. I answer, it's him. He's crying hard as hell, and he's like, please, somebody robbed me and beat me up. They got the car key. I think they're gonna leave with the car, blase, blase. So me, I have the PFA, but I really am still a good person at heart, and I do believe in karma. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna see what he's talking about, at least try to get him to safety. And also, I have the key for the truck as well, so I'm gonna go take the truck from him so me and the kids can get around, because lately we've been just walking or catching a bus or lifts and things like that, or paying people for rides, and I really don't like doing that with 2 children. So whenever me and my friend pull up, We get out, and he got in his hotel room door and busted wide open. You could tell he's on something. I don't know what it was, because he would drink and he would smoke, and he never acted like this. Like, this was something different. I don't know if the girl did slip something in the drink with the intentions of robbing him, and he thought that he got robbed. I don't know what was going on, but the car was turned on. So he lied. She didn't have the keys. The keys were in the truck, and the car was on. It was running. And so, long story short, he ended up being in on the hotel room that the girl was in. She didn't look at the people. He ended up trying to bust his way in the door. When she opened the door, she called the police. The hotel they were at was like a really palm color area. So the police came really fast. The police ended up finding out that the girl said that she maced him because he was like, I guess, trying to fight her or something. So obviously he hates women, and so he gave his ID to the police, which meant that he had his wallet, which meant that he was lying this entire time. And I snatched the ID before he can give it to the policeman. I emptied it, took all the money, took some of his credit cards. Me and my friend ended up pulling off, and he ended up getting a ride to the airport to catch his flight from the police. So once he reached his destination, which was him going back to Fort Lauderdale, once he got there, he's blowing up again. And the only thing he's really concerned about at this point is being deported. He keeps saying that he's scared. And again, I'm not answering the phone. After that, I didn't answer the phone. It's more so about him like leaving me voicemails and text messages. He's saying he's scared and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, it's the building he created. I don't really want to jeopardize nobody's freedom. But these men gotta learn. But I learned my lesson. I'm happy. I'm safe. I'm good. And I'm not looking back. Hey guys, I just wanted to stop by and give you all an update. I'm working. Okay,
now, like I said, it took me some time to piece all this together. So this is, okay, right there was like an updated version of everything that she had said. This is like the initial situation that took place directly right after this incident took place, like months ago. So I'm just making sure that we all on the same page and don't get confused about what's really happening right now. And yeah, man, what's her name on her? Yeah, y'all will see her name on the screen here and there, you know what I'm saying, popping up, so y'all can go follow her, check her out and things like that. But yeah, man, let's get back into the story.
Right now, currently, but tomorrow I have a court case for the PFA against him. It'll be getting finalized for however many years I guess they approve it for. And then I also have a court case on Thursday. That's going to be in regards to that's going to be in regards to the simple assault case for him against me, for him attacking me. And so yesterday his sister ended up calling me, and he's in Florida with her. His sister ended up calling me and was basically trying to convince me to let him come back, even after I explained to this woman all the stuff that he had put me through lately in the past. And it was like it was going one ear and out the other. So she was telling me how he's not staying in Florida. He's going to come up here. He don't have anywhere to stay. When he comes up here tonight, I guess he's flying back up here for a court case. And I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about that. Then she went on to say, well, you have 2 children, so you know it's going to be hard for you to be dating, and it's going to be hard for you to find a man. And I'm telling her, at this point, I don't want a man. I don't want nobody else. I don't want to be with nobody else. I just want to focus on myself. A man is the least of my worries right now. And I don't know, they're like trying to gaslight me into being scared of being like a single mom or something, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I just want to thank y'all for y'all words of encouragement. Y'all definitely played a part in me not being weak and like going back to him, because then I'm like, dang, if I try to go back to him for whatever reason, it's like, damn, I can put all this stuff on the internet, so someone will have to call me out on my BS. So yeah. And then also, y'all had me cracking up in the comments. Like, I've been keeping up with the comments all day yesterday, and I was laughing. Everything was funny. Y'all were funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep it updated tomorrow. I'm gonna try to record when I go to the courtroom, but you know how that goes. I'm trying to get some footage, and hopefully he doesn't really try to approach me, and hopefully he doesn't try to come here tonight whenever his plane lands. So we'll see. But thank y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Regular Girl TikTok. Come with me on my commute to get disappointed at my PFA hearing. So first things first, I did spend the night at my best friend's house. I had to catch the train into the city because I didn't want to drive because I didn't want to pay for parking. So this was like the easiest, cheaper thing for me to do. I'm just buying a day pass here because I didn't have any cash on me. And it's printing. And I haven't caught public transportation in about 3 or 4 years. So this felt really, really new to me. The train was jam-packed. Whenever I got on, I had to squeeze in the seats. I didn't record because my social anxiety would not let me record while I was like there around other people. This is the train station. I finally arrived. I've never come to the stop before, so it definitely took me about 15 minutes to get out of the train station. It was really huge. They had like daycares. They had a gym in here. They had like restaurants and stuff. So this is downtown Pittsburgh. If you haven't been here, don't come. It's boring. I'm just walking, trying to use my GPS at the same time, and also my social anxiety is making me film the ground instead of where I'm actually going. So sorry about that, guys. This is my first vlog. So this is me trying to cross the street over to the courthouse, and once I get over there, I'm going to use that mailbox, this mailbox, to go ahead and drop off my request to remove myself as a petitioner from his green card. And so hopefully this request doesn't take long, but who knows with this snail mail. So now I'm about to go inside the courthouse, go through the security clearance, which I had to go through like 4 times with my purse because I had my battery packs and I had multiple phones and I had keys and all that stuff, which they didn't tell me. So now I'm in the bathroom because once again my anxiety is making me really nervous. I had to pee like 3 times before I go up, but at least the bathroom's clean. This is me on the elevator. My face is still swollen from when he was attacking me. And this is the disappointment. They rescheduled the hearing because he has the criminal case pending, and so I guess that's the reason. So now I have to go back in 30 days. So now I'm riding, looking at the city views, going back to my friend's house, really sad, playing sad music, all that, because I have to call off work again. And now I'm walking up this big ass hill back to my friend's house when I should have just drove down the truck and parking ride. And now I'm at the meat market or at the grocery store getting some liver. Then I'm about to check out, getting some stuff for my children. And my package from Rainbow came that I bought with his credit card, so I was a little bit happy. I didn't really get much stuff. I just got a few plain shirts and 2 tunic sets, the same thing, different colors. I'm gonna order some more stuff, but why did Rainbow send me that heating patch with my stuff? I mean, I appreciate it. I didn't ask for it. Oh, and yeah, even though I grocery shop, I still like to order out. So I decided I'll go grocery shopping and then getting food. And this is me and my children enjoying our low vibrational plates. So yeah, so that was the PFA case for Wednesday. Today I actually ended up going for his simple assault case to the magistrate building, which is in a different area. He had flew up with his enabler, aka his sister. When they got there, their fancy paid lawyer tried to...
Hold up, it's a lot of shit going on. Hold up, let me dissect a lot of this shit. And dang, it's so much. It's just so much. Let me just I guess I gotta go on here and let it finish. I'm trying to process it. I know all of us need a little break because it's so much happening back to back. But yeah, man, I'm just glad that she out of her situation, man. I can't say that. And yeah, man, she's very descriptive. She's telling us everything detail by detail. Let's get back into it.
Get the car from me, and I told them that my name is not on the car. However, it's considered marital property, which is what my public defender has stated. So they didn't just confiscate the truck from me, but they tried to. But he doesn't have the key. I have both of the keys. And so what ended up happening is that once we stepped into the courtroom, I explained to the judge what had happened, and they said that they're going to go ahead and waive the case and they're going to send it to the city, which I guess will make him have charges, which is like a more serious thing. So it definitely worked in my favor. I don't have to go to the next hearing. He lied and told the judge that I have his belongings, and now they issued a constable to come and search my house and see if I have his belongings. So we agreed upon 2 p.m. However, him and his sister were not here, and the constable was outside for about 30 minutes. The constable ended up calling him, which I'm going to post the video in the next clip because I did record. He ended up calling him, and he was telling him, like, you should have been here. You know, you're on everybody else's time. If you really say you have stuff that's here, you should have been here, right? I mean, it's common sense. He was begging the constable to make me wait, and the constable would not make me wait because I told him I had somewhere to go. Regardless if I did it, and he didn't want to be there either because it's just like you're playing with other people's time. But yeah, their lawyer was very condescending. At one point, the judge asked me why would my husband say that I had his stuff if I didn't have his stuff, and I just let her know that I feel like he was just being spiteful because of all this trouble that he's in. He might want to cause trouble for me and create drama for me. And his paid lawyer was being very condescending, laughing and giggling, and just trying to like showboat. I guess maybe because he was paid and I had a public defender is how I feel. But the judge, she didn't feed into it. She just told him leave me alone. She said if they can't find his stuff when he comes here, then it is what it is. And ironically, it was the same judge that signed our marriage certificate that married us. So that was like kind of a bummer. But other than that, I got a lot of resources from the public defender in regards to my PFA case. It worked out in my favor. He does need to have charges pressed against him. I don't have to go to the next hearing. I think I said it already. And yeah, it was very, very awkward. They kept trying to make eye contact with me. So that was awkward. That was lame. But other than that, I'm good. And I'm just ready to be done with this whole situation. I'm definitely a little let down about the PFA hearing because I definitely did like travel a little far to get everything done. But it is what it is. I still have the PFA for the next 30 days. So, I mean, I don't know if they're going to like keep stringing me on or if they're going to just go ahead and approve it or hopefully not deny it. But
or less. It's less than 10 minutes. He one of those you can wait for.
No, I cannot.
No,
The judge should be here at 2. You should have been here at 2.
I don't know anything about the car, and I'm not even getting involved in the car.
Yeah. At court, they said that the car was okay. Obviously, they let me drive off even though I had the car.
What's that?
You heard her, bitch ass
Give me
nigga.
the information to give you about the car.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not waiting. I have somewhere to be.
Yeah, but she's not waiting. She gotta go.
Exactly. That's not sound like somebody who said they got some stuff.
Yeah, it's from 2 to 2:15. That's that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't, I don't even know why you left Bellevue. I mean, you knew we were coming. You had time.
Exactly.
Well, all I can tell you is, she's leaving. You're not gonna have enough time, and I've been waiting, and I got things to do too.
Damn.
So, what? She said no. She said no. So, right.
Hey.
Can we set it up for another day?
I'm busy. I work all week. You gotta go back to the judge and see what they
You got,
want.
she said go back to the judge, see what the judge says. All right? Okay. All right, bye.
Alright, thank you. So what will happen? Will they call me? Or will you call me? Let me know what he says?
I can call you if you don't mind.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. I just gotta be somewhere and I can't.
Yeah, listen.
They should have never left the area. Thank you.
Sorry, yeah, baby, you call me, please.
Man.
I'm trying to remember to be a baby. Honestly, I'm sorry, I remember I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mommy, I'm sorry.
Oh shit, okay. So I see what they were talking about. Can y'all tag the shade room though? I'm ready for my 15 minutes. Okay, so that's what y'all were talking about when y'all, I said y'all, that's what you were talking about when you sent it to me. This shit here crazy. My boy over there, he howling like a damn dog. He howling and everything. You should have thought about all that before you start bullshit, my boy. It is what it is. You shouldn't be out here if you ain't ready for the consequences that come with your actions. That's just how I feel. Let's get back into it. He out there howling. I said howling, all that shit. Let's go. It's a deep breath. Like he got a whooping. My boy cutting up. He playing. He probably got a straight face.
Oh my goodness, I should be going to sleep, but y'all are so entertaining on the comments on the other video. But as far as life goes, life has been great. I'm really grateful. I've been receiving my blessings now that I got him up out of my life. So as for him, he has contacted me like throughout the course of this year.
Okay. So this is an update, like new. Like, let me make sure, cause I told y'all, bro, I had to put this together, and I did it like right then and there. I be telling y'all, man, I be doing them on the spot. Let me see. Damn, it's some more stuff on here. Man, there's so much stuff going on with this video. With this situation. Yeah, these are the new updates right here. Okay, let's go ahead. And I'm going to try to add what I just seen on there, too. It's a lot. Let's go.
Twice. And every time he calls, like the first time in March, I had took a trip with my friend and I had posted it on my Facebook stories. And of course I have other viewers, which I guess one of them was him, because he said something like, well, I thought we're supposed to be traveling the world together. So that let me know that he was watching me. And then recently he called me, but like every time he calls, it's from like a text now number or no caller ID number. The conversations never last more than like 60 seconds. Once I hear him and I say hello and I recognize his voice, I just hang up immediately. Also, currently, we are going to court in October. We've been going to court since last October for this pending simple assault charge that he earned himself whenever he came to my house and decided to stalk me and wait for me to come down to my laundry room to wash clothes and attack me in my apartment building. And I think I did a story time about that too. Or I have pictures like further down on my TikTok too. But anyways, he's been pleading not guilty despite them having a 911 call and the pictures of my face and things like that. So since he's been pleading not guilty, he did it like 3 times. This in October, he's going to have to go in front of a jury. Long story short, not the public defender, I keep getting subpoenaed by the state, so it's the Commonwealth against him and I'm the witness. I keep getting subpoenaed by the state to come to court, and the DA basically mentioning something about him possibly getting deported if he gets found guilty, basically. And they asked me if I cared, and I told them I didn't care, because why would I care? You are not in your children's life. You have not done anything since I put you out the house financially for them. Your family hasn't done anything financially for them. Nobody's called to say, are you even alive? So that's neither here or there. But me, I'm doing good. My kids started school this year. They were not of school age prior to this. Working from home, got a raise in my job, starting to get an LLC off the ground, looking into going to cosmetology school because I like doing my hair and doing crazy things with my makeup. So I just been staying grounded, reading more, taking care of my health more, trying to get into yoga, things like that.
Straight up.
And just putting the BS behind me and just staying away from people and things that are not good for me and do not mean me good. So like I said, he was definitely blocking my blessings. I have met someone else, but until I know that it's not a situation like this, I'm really not going to be speaking on it that much. But yeah, just make my little get ready with me videos from time to time, do my little wig videos from time to time. I post to YouTube from time to time, and that's it. But I'm happy, and most of it was because like when I started posting these crazy videos, what really helped me get away from him and stay away from him was these comments, because I knew I was going to want to come back and post updates, and I knew y'all was going to be asking, and I was like, I cannot, like, I do not look like a clown on the internet, like posting about something and then coming back, like, not to throw in shape like Peach McIntyre, like for example, like posting about something and coming back and then like, yeah, I'm back with home. So y'all definitely played a big part in why I like stood on business basically. So yeah, but that's a life update. I definitely going to be doing like a little vlog whenever I actually go to court and figure out what's going to happen. I don't see why he would not get found guilty with all the evidence against him. But like I said, it's just a waiting process. But I'm going to keep y'all updated because that's like the finale. That's like the grand finale. So yeah. Why he had to go by pussy though? Y'all wasn't active like that? No. And a part of the reason was because after we got married, he stopped going down on me. In Jamaican culture and Caribbean culture overall, men don't eat. So you can imagine being married to somebody for multiple years. There's not really any foreplay. They just expect for you to just gag on it and put your legs back. and it's like no romance, no foreplay, like I said, so that kind of got dry.
Want some
So
head
that
too?
caused a lot of arguments with us as well, where we would like sleep separate. Like I would go in the living room and lay on the couch, and like we wouldn't talk for like weeks at a time.
Oh,
Also, me being a single married mother, if I'm working the same amount of hours that he is, I go for work, I deal with the kids, I cook, I clean. By the end of the night, who's giving it up? I'm tired. So I try to get him to understand that, and it's like I said, we were married for a few years, so I tried to get him to understand that, but he didn't understand it, he didn't want to understand it. So instead, he decided to go out and purchase pussy, so he wouldn't have to deal with me. But this wasn't the first time he did it. This was the first time that I've seen it like live in action. Because I don't know if you watched my story time from October of last year. When I was putting his stuff out, I had found some medical paperwork from a clinic. He caught 3 STDs. Thank God all of them were curable. He never took his pills. The pills were here in the house as well. He had de-hardening spray. He was heavily drinking honey packs and ginseng tea, I guess, to like keep himself up. So yeah, and then once I found a second phone, and I went through the other phone, and there was girls in there. I did contact them, not to argue, just really to find out what's going on, because at this point you're catching STDs, and I need to know like who you've been with and what else is going on. So the girls were telling me, well, like, yeah, he was meeting up with me, giving me money. The one girl said she went to the hotel at home, but she didn't feel right. She left. I guess she really didn't have the heart to tell me that she did something with him, which at this point I didn't really care. Like the man was already at my house. I have a right to know, because now you're affecting my health. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, in the end of the day, a person is going to do what they want to do regardless. I don't really feel like there's ever a reason to do anything. And by him, his personality is so crappy. I don't think he really could have gotten anybody to sleep with him based off of him not wanting to go down, him not being romantic. I don't think anybody really just did it willingly. He had to offer up some money. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, y'all are silly as heck in these comments. But yeah, that's basically it. They don't want to do it. There's a girl named Aishana. She's a Jamaican artist, a dancehall artist. And she has a song called Equal Rights. I should go on YouTube and listen to it. But basically it's about her wanting orals from her man. And basically everybody got mad at her for making that song. Like it's to the point where I would ask him to do it. And I can laugh about it now. But back then I couldn't laugh about it. I would cry about it. But like I would ask him to do it, and this man would literally like start choking me. It sounds so dumb, but he would start choking me. Like me and him would get into like
damn.
He asking him to do it. Oh my goodness, that's so silly. I've never said that out loud. But yeah, like even if you probably look at some videos on here, like do Jamaican like to go down and stuff like that. Like there was a creator. I'm gonna have to repost her video. I gotta go back and find it. I commented on it like 2 days ago, I think, where she was talking about this. But yeah, they don't want to go down. They want you to go down, and that's just the way it is. Like they think that I don't know if like it's presumed to be like dirty or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, my father's Jamaican, but I don't know him like that. So it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint like what the real problem is with doing that. But yeah. So you gotta go down to October and watch the other videos of him interacting with the police officer, because there's like 4 other videos of like us in that parking lot, and like me and my friend like talking to him about like what happened. But I don't think, well, I know that he lied. The girl never took his wallet, because we ended up finding his wallet in his back pockets. Like I didn't strip search him, but I searched him. Took his wallet, the money that was in it, his credit cards, everything like that. And before I ended up leaving. But I don't know, like the girl at one point was in the car, because she had AirPods in the car in his book bag. And the dumb part is that I never checked his book bag. Like once I got in the truck, I pulled off, came back to my crib, and my friend got in the car with her dude, because it was like 5 of us there. Like I had backup with me. They just didn't show their face because they was trying to get down on him, and I wasn't with all that. I didn't want nobody to do nothing to him. I just wanted to get the car and go. So when I got back to the house, like 10 minutes later, because I had like parked out back like where my apartment window is so I could see the truck, I heard like a truck pull up, and I like see like lights shining and stuff, and it's the police. Like it's the same officers
They came to come get the girl's stuff because I guess she tracked her headphones to my address, which was dangerous. It was dumb because I should have checked the bag. I should have checked the truck. But at that point in time, I was just trying to get away from the police officer because, like I said, I had other people with me who was riding dirty, and I just was trying to get them out of there. So I ended up going in the truck or whatever, and I gave them her AirPods. But yeah, she was in the car at one point in time. I don't know why she didn't take anything. I wish she did take something. And she had a dude with her because like when we got to the hotel, it was like a dude outside smoking a cigarette who was watching my ex and watching the girl. So like something fishy was going on. We probably did save him from something bad happening, but he lied. The girl never took his stuff. Everybody's saying this, and like that's why I was chewing the gum so hard, because for me, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke Mary Jane, I don't do nothing. So like the gum was gumming. It's to the point where the flavor was gone. Like I was already frustrated before I even got to where he was at, because in the video where the voicemails are, that's what made me even go see about what was going on. And then he couldn't even tell me where he was at first. Like this man was so disoriented. But jail, because it's like I'm so used to his BS, and I just was so drained and tired of just like dealing with him and his problems. I don't know, like it's a different feeling. When you tired of somebody, you just be like, okay, whatever you say, like however it plays out is however it plays out. But he went to jail. Actually, in this video, he had only been out of jail. He's wearing his friend's clothes in this video, but he had been out of jail for like a day or two. I'm going to insert a video.
I mean, explain to her.
Well, you're lying. You're lying because she just said she maced you. So obviously you was fighting her for some pussy or something.
And then I heard her just say something about she trying to close the door and you pushed the door.
I honestly don't know what happened. I was so
No, look at the police.
But
This is mad.
Am I going to go to jail?
I don't know. You asked the wrong person. I'm the officer.
Don't let me.
I can't stop you from going to jail. So is you on drugs or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Jokes, babe. Why would the hell I be in jokes? Why you videoing me?
Because I can, because it's funny. Oh my goodness, it's so funny that you said this, because why did I think that he was on the DL as well at one point in time? And I thought this because in the apartment buildings next to where we live at, there are some transgender women that live there. And one has started working with him at his job, and he just could not, for the life of him, stop coming home and complaining about this transgender girl. So I'm just like, well, is she bothering you? Like, what's going on? He would complain about how she looks. He would complain about her looking at him, her walking past him, her saying hi. Like, in a cordial work environment, people are going to speak to you. It doesn't matter who they are. Like, just running his mouth. And then it got to the point where it's like, okay, you're talking about it too much. So, like, what's up? Then, like, one time he was on video chat on WhatsApp with one of his friends back home. And he had slipped up and said, he was like, yeah, over here you can't even tell if it's a woman or a man, because he was like, there's one that work at my job and it looks sexy like a woman. And he said something along the lines of that. Basically, he couldn't tell that it was a man. Well, that the person was was born as a man. So I'm just like, what the heck? Then like he'll be like giving his number out to like random men like that was supposed to be straight at his job and stuff like that. He'll be like up texting them in like the middle of the night and stuff. It was like a lot with this man. So I don't know, but he definitely onto something. I wouldn't put it past him if he was going down on men. Like even to the point where we would like watch movies and like a gay scene will come on, he just could not handle it. Like he'll be like over exaggerating all types of stuff. Like, and it's just like, bro, you're messing up the movie. Like it's gay people everywhere. It is what it is. Like if you like I said once again, you don't have to like it or approve of somebody's lifestyle, but I damn sure don't want to hear about your dislikes 24/7. See, and I knew somebody was gonna say that. I know somebody was gonna come in here and try to find any way to make it my fault. That's not the case. He did what I liked. Listen clearly. He did what I liked to swing me, to sweep me off my feet so that I would marry him and assist him with the green card. Right? Mm-hmm. After we were married and the paperwork was done for the initial work week, the temporary green card and the green card, whatever the heck it is, that's when he showed his true colors because he no longer needed me. We still remained married after he got his green card. Okay? It has nothing to do with hygiene because that could be corrected. If that was a problem, he was a very blunt man in certain things. So he would have said something to me about my hygiene. It had nothing to do with it. He played his part to get what he wanted to get. After that, he didn't need to do it no more. He didn't desire to do it anymore. And I know it's not just me, because even, one thing I will say, even when I went through the phone and saw him messaging other women and they were talking about pussy eating and stuff like that, he was telling them no in the text messages. So this is something that he did not truly desire to do. It has nothing to do with me or my hygiene, love. But thank you for your comment and thank you for interacting with my video. Yes, girl, literal fist fight. So he didn't want to do it, so he made sure I didn't win. But it got to the point where we would fight so hard that we put like big holes in the wall, like
Damn.
literally to the point where I thought I was gonna get evicted because the hole was so big. But my landlord understood. She just patched it up. I had to pay for it, but she patched it up. He would slap the blade of the knife on my arm, like slap me with a knife or whatever. And this sounds dumb saying it, but like, oh my gosh, why would I go through this with this man like this? Accidentally pepper sprayed the whole apartment. Luckily the kids wasn't here. Well, he accidentally pepper sprayed the apartment. What else? Like, if we were fighting and like I was winning, and like sometimes we would be like play, because it would start off with like play fighting.
Yeah.
And I would like try to like sit my on his face. He would like bite the fuck out of my inner thigh.
Damn.
Like the man didn't want to do it at all. So, and even when like we would watch like Tubi movies, because y'all know the Tubi movies, they always doing it. And like if the man was going down on the woman, he'll be like cursing the man out, like fireball him, all types of stuff. Like, you're acting crazy.
Bumble Club. Dang, that's the end of that. But look, I did find a couple of more clips that she just posted not too long ago. If you run across this video, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been watching you. I just peeped at what you had going on and stuff like that. Like I said before, she got plenty of other videos. She seems like she's an entertaining person and things like that. I'm glad that you did get through your situation with him. Hopefully you can get everything that you desire out of the situation. I don't wish jail on people, you know what I'm saying, for things that can be corrected, but certain things that has been done to her, you know, shit, I feel like, you know, he gonna get what he deserve, you know what I'm saying? You can't correct certain things when it's a person's real characteristics, their real behavior, the way that they really are, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, there's more video clips that's gonna come up after this. I posted the information in certain spots so y'all can kind of see it and go straight over there after the video, whatever the case may be. I hope you get your 15 minutes that you wanted. And yeah, man, that's all I got to say about the situation, man. It took me a lot of work. This video was a roller coaster, but it's done. So yeah, I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all can continue watching the rest, and I'll holler at y'all later. All right.
Yeah, so basically, so what ended up happening from that the girl told the police officers, because the police would not let me speak with the girl directly. I really wanted her to like press the issue with the police, but she really wasn't on that. The only reason, and I think a lot of people think that he called the police. He didn't call the police. The girl called the police because she had to mace him, because I guess it started off with them drinking. Like when we got to the hotel room, he had like a whole bunch of like liquor bottles and stuff in there. I guess they were there, they were drinking. Something may have happened. She's saying that basically she felt uncomfortable, she wanted to leave. At this point she said F the money, right? 304 said F the money. And a long time ago I used to be a 304, so if I am in a situation I say F the money, then something, she don't feel safe, she don't feel right. So she tried to leave. He tried to block her in, is what she said, and she maced him. So if y'all go down to the video from October where he's standing in front of the October of last year, where he's standing in front of the phone and he's like, "Oh, my wife, I'm sorry, blah blah blah." He's just talking. You can see his eyes are swollen. She maced him and she went to her room, and I guess she had her own room in the hotel as well. And so he followed her and was like beating on the door and stuff, like basically like high and drunk and like, give me my wallet. And she was like scared, so she called the police. But the banger is she never stole nothing from him, y'all. He was high. Either he was high and he mistaken that she stole the wallet, or he used it as bait to get me to come. Because when I got there, he was trying to make me fight the girl. What I look like? I'm not fighting that girl. Give me the car keys. Oh, and another thing was the hotel room door was wide open and the car was on. Like the car was on, running, everything, radio playing, doors unlocked. So I don't know what those people were doing. I don't know what him and her were doing. I really wish the girl would enter the chat but this video haven't gone that viral yet for everybody in my city to see it, because I really need to know who the girl was, her side of the story, like, because I know she got some funny stuff to tell. But yeah, and I know for a fact that he tried to like take it from her, or like try to strong arm her about it, because there's been times, even like the day before, I went and put him out my house because he had poured hot tea on me, y'all. And I don't know if y'all remember last year October, if you go down and look, I'm gonna keep referring back to those videos because there's so many more videos on my page. If you go down and look to last year of October, I had those 40-inch locks, and I told y'all he dragged me out the bed and poured hot tea on me. And it was all because I did not want to have sex with him, because he had came back from his sister's place in Florida yet again, and he was drunk. He had liquor on his breath, and I just didn't want to have sex with him. Like, you stay gone at your sister's in Florida. You didn't call, check up on your kids. No text like, hey, are you alive? Did y'all eat? Nothing. So there's been plenty of times throughout my marriage where, and I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but not really, because I know that other people can relate, where if I didn't want to have sex with him, he would fight me about it, physically fight me about it, choke me, like, talking about both hands wrapped around my neck. And everybody's probably like, oh, well, you big, you could try to take it. Like, a man's strength versus a woman's strength is totally different. It's totally different, y'all. So please don't come into my comments saying what you would have done differently, how it could never be you, because it could always be you. Always. So with that being said, there will be times where he will be like doing that, forcing me, and like I would just give it up, and I would just be like crying after I would have sex with him, and he'll just turn over, go to sleep, snoring loud as heck, enjoying his nut. You know what I'm saying? So I believe the girl when she said that he was trying to get like physical with her over her cat, because he's done it to me plenty of times throughout our marriage. But yeah, I definitely need that girl to enter the chat. And then also, like I said, y'all, she didn't take nothing. Like, whenever the police came, there's another clip on my page still, down from October of last year. There's another clip where I went and I took his wallet out his back pocket. Like, we realized it was in his back pocket the whole time. He had money in there. He had cash in there. He had a couple $100s. He had all his credit cards, all his bank cards, ID. Everything was still there. The girl never took nothing. I took it. When I got it, I took it. I took the car. That was it. He had his sister's bank card in there. I took that too. I took everything. And did I spend it? I spent what I could in the time that I could, but I didn't touch his sister's stuff because she didn't have nothing to do with it. I thought about it, but I didn't. And that was it. Yeah, this is like the number one question that everybody's asking. To simply put it, he doesn't have any friends. He's a shitty person. His sister is his nearest relative that's in America. So she lives in Florida. He has some family in New York, but from what he tells me, he don't really mess with them, and they don't really like him. And the rest of his family is in Jamaica, in Spanish Town. So his friends that he do have here, he's made them, they're through like working at like under the table at the hotels and stuff with other Jamaicans and stuff like that. But most of the time, they're just people who he will like get like grass from and stuff like that. The other friends from like his hospital job, because he was doing security after he got his green card, they don't like him, because all he would do is sit up there and bash Black American women, and will come home and tell me about it. And he would be trying to like flirt and mess with everybody there. And I only found out about this afterwards, when I found the second phone, and he was like texting like different housekeepers, other security staff, people that just worked in the hospital with him. And I also found out from one of the girls that, like, he was messing with her, but he was cool with her man, which was his friend that he was, like, selling green to at one point in time. So he doesn't have any friends because he's not a good friend. He tried to mess with, like, all of the girls at one point in time. So that's really it. And then in the end of the day, he knows the type of person that I am. I have a big heart, which got me in this situation in the first place. So he probably felt like he was going to call me, basically be a damsel in distress, and I was going to allow him back into my home, because y'all have to understand. Well, I can't really get y'all to understand it because it's the context that's in the video, so I can't blame y'all. It's not like we were living together and he went out and said, all right, I'll be back, and went and bought something. We were not living together. This video took place after I had put him out the house. About 2 weeks prior to this, I had put him out the house for putting his hands on me. Put him out, threw away all his stuff, and gave him whatever he needed to have, and put him out. So he ended up going to jail because he put his hands on me. He came back to my apartment and put his hands on me, and I called the police. And when I called the police, he has a simple assault charge pending now. He went to jail. They let him self-bond himself out. He didn't have to put up no money. He just put his signature down. And that was the result of it. So that night, he actually had a flight booked for 6 a.m. the next morning to go to Florida to be with his sister. So he didn't need the car anyways. So he was calling me to come get the car because I have my children. And the car is just going to either sit at the airport and he's going to have to accumulate fees for having it parked there, or he can't leave it by nobody's house because he don't trust nobody because everybody does him wrong except for me, the person that he chose to do wrong. So hopefully that makes sense, y'all. And then and you know what, you were absolutely correct, but I actually kind of don't agree with that, just for the simple fact of I was somebody that was used because he didn't see value in me. Now that he's got what he needs to kind of, I guess, level up in life, he can go be with somebody who he actually wants to be with, actually is attracted to, and so on and so forth. So I don't think there will be any other victims, honestly.